going. Ah, computer. Shh. Alright, so, uh, as I said, gonna be about 5 minutes, give people some time to show if they desire. Not sure exactly how long the stream's gonna be, but also I burned my hand a couple of days ago, so it is finally starting to blister. So we'll see how this is cooperating, mostly. Still got a couple of minutes. And I need to plug in my MacBook. See if I can find the laptop fan here. Jeez. Nope. There we go. And my poor MacBook won't just be sitting on the couch with me. Good news, I found the laptop fan. Bad news, I still can't use it because it's USB. That's fine. It's also extremely loud, so we shall forego the laptop fan. Thing's bigger than my MacBook. Okay. Get this plugged in. Thing's got an excellent battery life, and therefore I forget to charge it all the time. Get in the plug. I know, that's what she said. Okay. I'm gonna be drowning in wires here. That's fine. There we go. clock says 10. Okay, so I did a couple of things this morning before I started streaming. Not really very much. I got some crap out of my inventory and I did the golden nug thing, which is probably still scrolling in the background if I don't reload immediately. And then I did a little bit of crafting. Very, very little. Because I've only got so much iron and so much leather right now. Check out Ilaria's hideous new armor. It is the Sturdy Prowler armor schematic. And it was, and of course they rename it, obviously, every time you craft something new. So, it is made of nugskin, which was found, not, I didn't kill any nugs for it, but, so, made of nugskin, which gave him 181 armor rating. The 2 utility slots were Druffalo hide for a total of 8, plus 8 dex. Iron for the defense slot, plus 4 melee defense, except I also made Hunter Coat arms, 6 iron, and 3 Dragonling skills, which was also found. I have not fought a dragon yet. Plus 6% melee defense, plus 8% fire resist, and then Prowler Coat legs, 8 iron, 4 Druffalo hide, plus 8 melee defense, again, thus the 18, and then plus 10 cold resist, and they give you Scout Coat arms, and that's just plus 3% range defense, so I just gave those to Varric, because Varric is actually a ranged character, and isn't gonna drop the first time we see a Red Templar or something. So, that is pretty much that. I believe, yeah, Haven has officially disappeared from my journal, so that's all that's here, except to go back into the Chantry and get yelled at. So, I don't feel like doing that right this second, so I'm gonna go to the hinterlands like I could have last time.
Good day to you.
Once I talk to Cassandra and Colin here. Signature line.
I think you need practice dummies made of sturdier stuff.
That would be nice.
Like maybe iron.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see.
Thank God, right?
And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
You don't think I'm the Herald of Andraste?
I think you were sent to help us. I hope you were. But the Maker's help takes many forms. Sometimes it's difficult to discern who it truly benefits, or how.
He's like, thank goodness.
What's going to happen now?
Now, we deal with the Chantry's panic over you before they do even more harm. Then we close the breach. We are the only ones who can.
By which you mean I closed the breach.
After that, we find out who is responsible for this chaos, and we end them. And if there are consequences to be paid for what I have done, I pay them. I only pray the price is not too high.
Ah, yeah, glitch.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
I think the glad to hear it nets you a disapproval. But also Ilari's not that.
It wasn't like you had no
snarky.
reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
No. That's what I did the first time.
I'm Danish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Awkward shifting.
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
My clan never stayed in one place for long, though we primarily roamed the free marches.
Oh? I didn't think your people roamed that far north. Clearly I'm mistaken. I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
I'm really entertained that we've got a synchronized we've got two synchronized pairs of soldiers fighting in the background there. Like they've clearly been practicing this together for a very long time. It's got nothing to do with the game being off.
I might, once this is done.
It will not be the same once you do.
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
No motivation beyond making things between us less...
Antagonistic?
Exactly.
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentegast, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman.
She's a
and was with
princess.
the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
My lord. God.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentegasts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all.
Every
And
writer
they have them.
understands.
Oh yes. The Pentegasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that.
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentegasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I
She's like, no.
would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
He's like, I swear I was just being friendly.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra. The real Nevarra until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
The necropolis. I wish they would go a little more in depth about the Navarran necropolis.
Your uncle?
Sounds
What
fascinating.
about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Talk to me about the Mortalitasi.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi.
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the Grand Necropolis. Nevarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Everything in moderation.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker.
He's like, you gotta tell me
I will tell
now.
you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be.
Lies.
The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
What does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
It's kind of less you have to break it and more you have to re-break it. But
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that?
yes,
It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
so you tell it.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
She did in fact say dragons, plural.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and most holy gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
An impressive tale. I can see why people enjoy telling it.
Just wait till they start telling stories about you.
I'll let you get back to work.
I love that she and Flemeth both kind of have that, yeah. You're just enjoying the story because it's me, not you. Don't enjoy it too much.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead.
You have two
Lieutenant,
hands.
don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received
Walks
a number
away.
of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I love that one. I like to stand out.
I just hope I can help.
As do we all. It is enough that you would try. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You know, Cullen's one of the only ones that doesn't semi-immediately bitch about his luck. And he has really extremely bad luck. Also, say what you will about Cullen being a dick, because he was, but I still really enjoy him by the time the Inquisition rolls around. So much.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Oh, this was the other thing. Because I just really, really like flustering Cullen.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. Still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
He's like, I'm gonna run away now. I don't know what to do when a guy flirts with me. Templars. Alright, let's see. Hello, new person. Or was I? Nope, don't get stuck. Okay. So, I believe I was going not back to the Chantry yet. Going to the Hinterlands next.
Be reasonless. We cannot stay here. Why not?
And then I can get horses and Mother Giselle and all this other shit. Off we go. No, let's... I don't ever want two rogues adjacent to each other, because then twice as many buttons to push if I need to fix something. It just drives me nuts. You can do it.
World of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise.
She
Inquisition
said
Scout
after
Harding,
backtalking.
at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennet. Maker only knows if he's even still alive.
That
Mother
stubborn old
Giselle's at the
bastard.
crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread
I
there
feel
too.
like it would
Corporal
take
Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people,
an
but
entire
they won't be able to
Knight
hold out very
Templar
long.
squadron to
You
take
best
out
get
Dennet.
going.
He's
No
just
time
too
to lose.
stubborn to die. Okay. I'm going to ignore the requisition table completely because it's a pain in the ass. And it doesn't get you anything but power, which you really don't need by the end of the game. So, first things first. There was... Whoops, hello. All the elf root. Bidoo, bidoo. Take care of this astrarium while I'm over here.
Apostates!
What's that?
Down, Cassandra. No? No. Fine. God damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on.
The apostates have fled to the hills.
A letter.
People will think twice before attacking the Inquisition now.
Okay, let's go back to this astrarium. One of the things that... Whoops. One of the things that drives me crazy about the...
What's this?
Astrarium stuff. And there you go. That very codex entry. Astrariums. Versus the Ocularum. Because those are pluralized differently, but it's all based on Latin. It's driving me crazy. I hate it. Oculari, I think. Which is really how
Weird.
Astrarium
Where does
should
this
be
lead?
pluralized. Astraria, maybe. I'm a little more concerned about where the hostile hostile folks are over here. Good. Oh, that's it. Oh, oh no. Was that? Are you? Okay. Ah, fuck.
Mages and Templars and innocent people caught in the middle. Some things never change.
Oh. Poor Varric, he must be so sick of this shit. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Get rid of... Ooh, Drakestone. Ouch. There we go. Loot. Okay. There's the body I was expecting. Letter found on a noble woman's corpse. Lady Velena. Looking for Lord Baron. And if I remember correctly, there's a chest. Yep. Cool. Just a couple of schematics, though. Dwarfson's Pass! The location of one of the worst rifts. It's not quite the one in Ferennin's Ravine, though. That one's... God. That was just terrible. No! Get back here, I was fighting you. Oh, Cassandra. How dare you knock out my tank? Who I was just trying to revive. Okay. Yeah. God, I'm so unused to being this low level. Okay. And that's the rift we're not going near yet. Okay. A little bit of exploration can't hurt, right? Until it does. Ouch. Ah, fuck. Alright. That's not the one I wanted. Shit. Alright. Fuck. I'm too little for this. Squishy mage. Run, squishy mage. Yes, I know. Do I not? Sheesh. I could also have leveled my characters, but I guess that makes too much sense. Ah, right. I'm gonna do the smart thing. 3. Right. Right. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go right across. Am I? No, we want shield bash. We definitely want shield bash. And you are gonna have your one melee attack. Bah. That's what I thought. I am so close to the next camp. No, I don't want to deal with a mage. I want to go make my next camp. Ah, fuck. Not the rift, not the rift. Not yet. Not at level 4. I'm too little for this shit. Camp, 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 camp. Which should be over here. Yep, straight ahead. Ba-doo-ba-doo. 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 I don't think I've ever come at this camp from this direction. Across 7 playthroughs.
This would be a good place to set up camp.
Thanks, Cassandra. Okay. No. Ah, a little hollow. Oh my goodness, are you missing a scout, sir?
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll get back to you, bro.
I'll talk to you later.
The outskirts. Much closer to where I want to be. Also relatively close to a full circle from where I came from. Okay. Ow. Okay. Bad idea to try to stream at someone else's time. Sorry, guys. There we go. Hey, range defense, that's useful. I don't even think that's not even an early spell for Dorian by the time he gets here, so. Not bad. Alright. Now. I've run by like 3 new quests. Ugh. Find out what they are. This was the lady looking for her husband's ring. I remember this one.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
I'm so sorry.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe,
That
they
sounds
said.
familiar.
Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Poor thing. Gosh.
Farewell.
Okay. What else did I run by? I don't care about the requisition officer. I'm gonna have to go back that way to get to the rift anyway. So I might as well just keep going downhill once I get back to the path. Or Templars. That's fine. I got this. Get up so I can stab you. On your feet.
It must have been some time since the renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Solus, you can judge the Templars without being a dick about other mages. You know that, right? Alright. So if that's there, I'm just up the hill from one of the other camps. Which I have never come at from this direction. You know, I say up the hill. I might be... Nope, not as close as I thought. No, because that's past the rift, isn't it? That's past the rift. That's over here. You know what? I think I can do it. Let's find out. Cassandra, you know you brought the shades with you, right? I'm just gonna try to close the, or disrupt the rift without company. But got company. Ah! Okay. Still not so bad. Do this. Bonus. Ouch. And just for that absurd amount of defense. Everyone who plays right now without all of their schematics from other characters, I still Where are we at? One more. Right.
Make us take you!
There we go. Alright. Not so good for poor Varric, but not so bad. And now we come over here, and we set up camp, and then we can go down the hill and do plot things. Camp!
Decent spot to camp.
Yes, thank you, Varric.
Of you, sir.
Oh, hello, kitty. Hey, sweet boy. Doing says hi. Alright. I should deselect that so I'm not getting all confused with my map here. Alright.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
This is gonna be interesting. Oh, I want... No. Okay. Sure, fine. I mean, on the one hand, I'm glad I went with that cold resist, but on the other hand, I don't know if it actually does anything with the glyphs. Alright.
We should move on.
Come.
We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
Well, yeah. Oop. But we gotta get there. Let's do that. Not waste my health potions. Regeneration potions I can just make more. Health potions I have to get all the way back through. Alright, now for the question. No, that was an Inquisition scout that gives you that mission, isn't it? So I have to actually talk to Mother Giselle and set up a presence here. This is what I get for going in a different direction.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are
There's
not
a tree there.
apostates.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Oh, okay. She's already got it. Already taken care of.
Blast them out!
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
I love that he teases Cassandra for the very thing that he does from a different angle 2 seconds later. They don't care, so
Not even a challenge.
Be
All right.
ready. More coming our way.
of course there are. In the meantime, gotta pick up the loot they dropped. Okay, here we go. Turn back around, please. Ah, fuck. Alright. That's fine. It's fine. Fuck. Excuse me, pardon me. Give Cassandra the guy with the shield, hopefully. Haha!
One down.
Okay.
It's done.
Oh, well. I love the perfectly symmetrical pattern of blood on Ilari's coat. That always looks so silly to me.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle.
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
This could be a good sign.
What you said to that soldier.
We do not teach that magic is evil. We teach that pride is evil, and does not corrupt only mages. But I did not ask
But
you
when
to
was the
come
last time a
simply
priest
debate
listened to
with
that?
And why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people.
Mother Giselle's Orlesian accent is worse than my terrible attempt at a French accent. No, that's not fair, but it's almost as bad.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared.
Problem is hers
They
is
have heard
inconsistent.
only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. Their power is their unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Ideally.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us.
Or both, you know,
I will go
because
to
that's
Haven
generally how
and
large
provide
military
Sister Leliana
organizations
names
work.
of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
That armor's terrible. It's the best I got. Ugh,
Corporal
okay.
Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Will do. Once I loot all the things. I'm a rogue, Cassandra. You can't keep me from looting things. You also can't keep me indoors. Gosh. Okay. There was stuff that got dropped. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Aha!
I suppose you're right.
One bowstring. Lamb's wool. That'll come in handy later. Craft all the things.
It's just what I heard.
Okay, pick up a couple of side quests here.
Someone, anyone, please help my wife.
What happened
What's wrong
to
with
your
your
wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
I got you, bro. Give me more elf root. Always need elf root. Ah. Healer's notes at Redcliffe Crossroads. Right, you're down there. Boop.
Are you sure? That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are
Most
rams
people
out in
do.
the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than mutton.
Good luck.
Luck won't put fat on your ribs.
That is a fact.
It's just what I heard.
Luck can't hurt, but you know... I think you can get her to join the Inquisition if you have Vivienne in your party, so I'm gonna come back to her later.
Fine day to you.
I ran right by Corporal
More
Vale.
cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Farewell.
I'll get back to
See
you
you.
too. Alright.
See? What
Good.
did I tell you?
Let's uncheck the landmark thing so I can find Corporal Vale here.
Thank you.
Hey, Corporal Vale.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some
Everything.
injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving.
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
I already talked to him. I also already talked to Raku.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw Lyrian. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates. Locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
He's smart.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's see. Da, 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 da. Yeah, alright. It's gonna go much further south. Dennett is closer by than I realized. This map is much smaller than I remember it being, but that's fine. It's probably just because you can take 100 years running around in the hinterlands.
Something like that.
Give me your elf root. Right, this is gonna be actually up in the foothold, isn't it?
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Keep it in your pants, Solus. Mine now. There's so much elf fruit here. No, get. Ah. Alright, I think the rest can wait, because there's a map that comes back up here and I know exactly where it goes. So, once again, gonna deselect landmarks. It's driving me crazy. Can go hunt rams in between streams, probably. Caches are along the way. That's... I don't think that's in their camp. I don't remember. Alright. No, no, guys. We're not going that way. We're going this way. And this is why Larry used to twist his ankles all the time. Because I would see things like that and not realize that there was a cliff, however small. And he would just skid down.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
Well,
let me know if you find one.
I'm pleased to hear it. No, they don't.
I love this random guy. He's so nice.
Things used to be peaceful around here.